Hey y'all, I'm Dee,
And I'm Key.
and we are candid as fuck. So welcome back. We are on episode
7.
yeah. I know y'all missed us because we missed
No,
you.
she hasn't remembered this is episode 7. We done did 5 takes.
That ain't why we did 5 takes. Let's not even go there.
We
Let-
did 5
Like, if
takes.
we gonna say why we did 5 takes, we gonna say it's because Bessie kept eating this damn ice over here and wasn't ready when I pressed record. And so she's in the middle of crunching on ice and had to
And
restart.
for real, I was like, you know what? I don't like it that my curls ain't showing them first couple of times. It just looked like a blob. I was like, where the fuck the curls at?
So we have moved. Not only have we moved locations and had to take till it's been time this time. Hey y'all, hey, how you doing? Okay. So today's topic, the process of moving on. Not saying that we experts or anything because it is going to be an involving process, but we are both in the process of
Letting go.
letting go of someone that we care deeply about. So yeah, we're gonna just kind of speak off of our own experience, and then hopefully this resonates with some of our listeners. We definitely want to encourage you to comment, like, share, engage with us so we can get bigger and better.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. All right. So, the subject came up because I was listening to Cardi B's song Be Careful, and she spit some real shit in that song. Like, I've always liked it, but going through what I'm going now, just hearing it and actually listening to the lyrics, it hit different. And the main verse that caught me was, it's gonna hurt. Wait, damn, I thought I had it left. I saved it right there.
Shit, girl, you could probably do the whole damn song, every
Right, but it was that
verse.
particular. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the verse that, like, the line that literally, like, spoke to my soul was, it's gonna hurt me to hate you, but loving you is worse. And I so get that sentiment. Like, because I'm in love with you. And I don't want to hate you. But the way that I'm feeling that you're loving me back, it's gonna be worse. So then you gotta stop and think about, at what point do you stop thinking about that other person and start thinking about yourself? And that's not being selfish. You need to be selfish in this moment. You don't want to keep putting that other person ahead of what is good for you, because it's going to lead you down a long road of self-doubt, self-pity, anguish, all that.
Worthlessness, because you'll
Yeah.
start feeling, because it's at some point when you're dealing with somebody who you're maybe not meant to love, it turns into a damn Bessie.
I wouldn't even say it's not meant to love. I think for me, it's not, it was like I was meant to love that person and show that person something. And I'm expecting them to be there for a lifetime. And it may have just been for a season or a reason instead of their lifetime. And so you got to kind of recognize when that connection wanes. It might have been just you reached your potential for what that situation was supposed to be for you.
I'm like on the when someone is meant to love you and love you properly, what you give to them, they receive and they reciprocate. But when a person is not actually meant to love you, they're not going to reciprocate everything that you give. You can give all of yourself. You can do anything, and it's never going to be good enough because that person is not actually meant to be with you. Y'all.
All right, insider. Because we went to go get our nails done today. Shout out to Boys Nails. Thank you, girls. Y'all got us together or whatever.
Shout out to Tristan. She did my shit because y'all, my shit was low. My shit was fucked up for real.
And shout out to Lene because she gets me together every time.
Dimple gang, dimple
gang. That's my boo. But back to the subject at hand. But It was a point I wanted to make, and I just went left. Shoot. Oh well, but yeah, process is like any like it says a process. It's gonna be stages. It's
Right.
not gonna be a quick. Oh, we're not talking anymore. I'm over him. I'm done.
Because if you can say that, you probably didn't really have the feelings you thought you had.
Exactly.
But if you do have the feelings that you thought you had, I mean, and then sometimes a person's just not ready. You know what I mean? A person isn't ready and they'll go through that whole, you know, oh my God, I just fucked over this woman or I just fucked over this man that I should have given more to. It's just like Eric was saying. It's just like Eric was saying. You can sit there and you can have
Yep.
the best of pussy, right?
Or dick.
Or dick. But okay, what he said was you can have the best pussy, and the best pussy will have you buying a car, house, whatever the fuck else, and not be good for you. But as soon as you get to good sex, which is good sex is, everything. They give you everything. They give you all the emotion. They give you synchronicity when you're doing it. You get to the good sex and you treat that motherfucker like shit.
Yeah, because you basically want that connection solely off that physical connection.
Right? Hurt people hurt people. But my thing is, why would you get into something if you're still a hurt person? If you're still going around like, man, these niggas do me like this, they do me like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get with this next one and I'm gonna do them like this. But the next one is the best one, and it's the one that you should be treating like gold,
but you
treat like shit.
Because you don't. But that's because motherfuckers don't want to be real about what they're truly are feeling or what stage they're truly in.
Right, because I sure dealt with a motherfucker that knew he wasn't ready to do shit. This is my last relationship. Knew that he didn't want shit or couldn't deal with shit because he was whole ass married with kids. Okay, I had to find out from the wife that he was whole ass married with kids. Okay, and damn.
I guess you know what, now that I think about it, the last relationship I was in was not ready either. Like, see, we one of a kind. We empresses out here. You're not gonna experience a type of love like we can give.
And what is an empress? Go ahead and tell them what an empress
No,
is.
you tell them.
An empress is the equivalent, all queens in one, has all the traits, has all of everything. And if you treat that empress right, she can give you everything. An empress gives you purpose. Good pussy gives you
A wet dick.
Right. That's it.
An orgasm, a nut.
When you have the right woman or you have the right man, you're gonna feel purpose. You're gonna see purpose. You're gonna feel like everything that you could possibly imagine can come true because you're with that person. Because you're with that person who's going to do that with you.
Yep, that person's going to give you that encouragement, that nourishment, the sustainability, that supports. All of that. It's going to be your biggest cheerleader in every aspect of life because it is deeper than just us fucking.
And you got to come into it already with everything that you desire. So if you desire somebody to love you like you want to be loved, you desire somebody to give you all these different things, bitch, you already have that shit for yourself. Yes. I already have that. If you're searching for peace, search for that peace and have that within yourself when you go to this person, because you're gonna right then and there know that this person doesn't offer you any peace. A lot of the times we lie to ourselves. We will lie to ourselves in a split second and just say fuck it to all the red flags that are there. Okay, because who I was with, the red flags were there. Why the fuck ain't I talk to you during holiday seasons? You know why I ain't talk to you during holiday seasons? Because during holiday seasons, you with your actual damn family. During holiday seasons, I realized I might actually be a third party.
You know what? I don't think I got a small text on holiday seasons as well. That should have been an indication, and I didn't even pick up on that, but that should have definitely been an indication.
Right.
I mean, I don't really celebrate, so I'm not tripping so much about it being, but I just kind of chalked it up to being with family, but that may not have been the case. I
What
can't say that for sure.
exactly
I
what you
really just
want?
can't.
See, a lot of us women have a lot of, and I'm gonna say us women, probably us men too, but I'm, speaking strictly from
A
the
female
fact that
perspective.
I'm a woman.
Yes.
So a lot of us women will meet a man and they will love bomb the fuck out you.
Mm.
And while they love bombing the fuck out you, you will believe that you have received everything that you ever dreamed of. But when you start seeing those red flags, those little things that you know you wouldn't deal with, that you know that you probably told this motherfucker you wouldn't deal with.
Or had dealt with it before and you weren't trying to re-experience it.
Right. And you end up re-experiencing it because you don't want to say, hey, this is what's happening here. This is how you're making me feel. This is whatever, because you don't want that man to leave you. But the thing is, if that motherfucker is not aligned with you, you shouldn't be there anyway.
But see, for me, and I get it bad, I'm working on that in my therapy. Yes, I'm in therapy and I'm proud to say it.
I'm proud of it too, y'all.
It helps, okay? I believe more people need to be in therapy to work on themselves. But anywho, I have spent the better part of my adulthood was like trying to watch my words, watch what I'm about to say to somebody, because I'm afraid of what they're going to feel. Look how I'm feeling because that's why I want to say something, right? But I'm still trying to sugarcoat some shit so that I don't make them feel bad for making me feel the way that I feel. Fuck that shit. That's what I'm saying. You gotta start thinking about what's best for you.
Especially with a motherfucker, if you know damn well when you get into a relationship, you have to think about the other person. I remember being in this relationship and giving this exact analogy.
What was it?
That if you are sick, oh, somebody is here, y'all.
I ain't expecting nobody, so we're gonna pause this shit. Hold on. Sorry about that. Back.
Okay, so analogy. I gave this analogy during this relationship. If you are sick, right? And say, okay, you're a whole. You're together, you're synchronized, you're a whole. And you're sick. And you go to the doctor. And you say, hey, I'm sick, I've been having these symptoms and whatever else. And the doctor says, well, I can give you this and this. And you say, well, they give you something that's going to help with the symptoms, and they give you something that's going to.
I remember when you said this. Yes, I remember something. Go ahead.
Okay. And they give you something that is going to get rid of your sickness. And you say, well, I want this one right here that's just going to get rid of my sickness and whatever. And you're not worried about the symptoms. But then you take this pill, right? And when you take this pill, you begin to feel better. You're like, damn, I feel so great. But then all of a sudden, you start feeling sick again because you and your partner have two different damn sicknesses. Your partner got some shit that's viral that you can only treat the symptoms. And you got something that if you take it, it'll get rid of the whole damn thing. Bacterial. And it'll get rid of the whole damn thing. But because you only took the one for the bacterial infection, you couldn't treat the symptoms for the person, for your other half that had the viral infection. Because you can't take no damn antibiotics for no viral infection. That shit has to take its course. The only thing you can do with that shit is treat the symptoms.
Yeah.
So here you are, you feeling great, and then all of a sudden you feel bad again. And why do you feel bad again? Because you treated yourself and you didn't treat the whole. When you get into a relationship, you are in a whole. When you get into a relationship, y'all both bringing your 100%. And if you feel like you bringing 50%, bitch, you need to get your ass on somewhere. Because don't nobody need 50%. We all need 100. You know what I'm saying? So when you went to go treat yourself, you didn't give a damn about all this other shit that needed to be treated, the symptoms that needed to be treated. You only thought about the fact that you want this shit gone from you.
Right. Not thinking about your part.
The whole.
Like, yeah, you gotta be definitely mindful of that for real.
Girl, my lips dry as hell.
Why am I submitting then? So I forgot what my point was supposed to be. Ooh, y'all, it's been a day. It's been a really day.
It has been a day.
Oh, so when I start to notice that there may be something extracurricular going on Valentine's Day, right? You know, females they real serious about that Valentine's Day shit for real, for real. If y'all fellas didn't know,
That serious about Valentine's Day, y'all. Go ahead, Dexter.
most females are. But I'll say it like this: not serious as in we're expecting gifts, this, that, and the third. I mean, we're serious about it because it's supposed to be a love day, right? And if I'm dating you, then I'm expecting that day for us to be spent together. I'm not saying that you got to do this exaggerated gesture towards me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but I'm expecting to spend that day with you because that's supposed to be a lover's day and we're supposed to be together, spending time together. But if I don't hear from you or I don't see you, then that's gonna make me definitely believe that you got somebody over there because who else are you with? And everybody know, I don't know if everybody know, but you know, once you hit me, if you hit me up on February 15th, I definitely know I'm your side. Yeah, that's the Valentine's side piece day. If I hear from you none on the 14th, and then I magically hear from you on the 15th, yeah, I'm your side piece. You ain't mine, but I'm yours, clearly.
Did that happen?
No, he actually did. He responded to a text, but he didn't actually see me or do anything with me that day. So it still made me feel the same way. But maybe, you know what? That's just me. I be thinking like when it's certain holidays and certain times of the year, like birthdays and stuff, I be wanting to spend it with the person that I'm fucking with, that I care about. You know what I'm saying? I want my peeps, my peoples, my loves to be around me. And what I've been experiencing is that's not that. So, but back to the actual process. So, realizing that I'm expecting something and actually voiced it. After a few months, like, hey, where is this going? Because I'm 40. I'm not trying to, and I'm proud to be 40. 40 where? Anyway, I'm not just out here dating just to be dating. I want to have something serious, something significant. I'm too old to just be moving from person to person to person. That's old. That's I did that shit in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I want to build with someone. I want to grow older with someone. And I'm not saying we got to get married, but we want to have a commitment to each other.
And that was the issue. That was the issue. Well, we got to put labels on it. Well, but you know who I'm talking to, and I hope you know who I'm talking to.
It's like, it ain't necessarily a label, but for me, I kind of need that as a part of reassurance for me. Like, let me know that I actually mean something to you. And above just an occasional, good morning, beautiful. What you doing today? Type shit. And then after several attempts of asking, like, where do you see this at? Where do I stand with you? And getting this rigmarole of not wanting to really answer the question, it's like, all right, D, you got to do better for yourself, baby. Because he's showing you.
Or sitting there talking to a motherfucker and they try to turn everything into something so that you can't actually talk about what the real...
Right. They keep avoiding the question. They want to divert the conversation to elsewhere. Nah, let's talk about what's real. What are you looking for? What are you wanting? What do I mean to you? Am I just a fuck? Or are you trying to actually not lock me down, but lock me in?
Shit, I want to lock you down.
I can be locked in. Like, if I know that I'm that one. Cool. But don't be out here trying to wait. What was the line? Because it pissed me clear the fuck up. That motherfucker said.
What did he say?
If y'all rocking, I'm rolling. What in the entire fuck does that mean at 40? Somebody please comment and tell me.
And what is up with the amount of over 40-year-old men still out here playing like little fucking kids, like they young as hell. Like, don't nobody have time for that shit. Hell. If you're a little kid, go be a little kid. But stop coming to grown ass fucking women who actually are doing something with themselves and speaking your lies. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it is. It's a lie.
Your truth. Your truth is a lie.
You're not ready for shit. And if you're not ready, then
just say that.
Say you're not ready. Don't have me in this shit for a long period of time before you say I wasn't ready. No, I don't have time for that.
You let me fall in love with your bitch. I'm not gonna say bitch ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say bitch ass. It's true.
Let me not say that about a man. You gonna have me fall in love with your ass, and then as soon as shit start getting real for you, you wanna get the fuck out, and then I'm left looking like
the excuse being I was hurt.
Like,
bitch, you knew you was hurt. You knew you was hurt. You knew you needed some fucking healing. So why the fuck are you here in my grown ass femininity in my grown ass house doing my grown ass things? Why the fuck are you here?
Wasting time. And I ain't got time is the one thing you can never get back. So don't waste mine because I don't want to waste yours.
Right. And karma is a bitch.
And after so long of I'm still holding out hope, talking to Bessie, like, picking up these breadcrumbs. We talked about this before.
Breadcrumbs.
Red flags. I kept getting breadcrumbs. You give me a little bit and then drop me back in. And I'm like, but then you ghost me again. And then you give me a little bit, and I'm like, and then you that we ain't gonna
and that's how I was look, y'all, I changed my whole number for a motherfucker because I was talking to somebody else. And we started talking again, and he didn't feel comfortable with the fact that there was another man around. Now, if I was in my right goddamn mind, I would have said,
fuck you.
Fuck you.
And fuck no.
Because, bitch, it was real easy for you to come in and get everything that you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You trying to try a second time? Nah, you get to go through the obstacle course. You get to go through everything that gets you real tired. So when you finally make it to my front fucking door, your ass don't want to go back through that obstacle course to get back out of it. You're going to do what you got to do while you in it. If you're not ready, say you're not ready. Stop playing.
Yes, we definitely need to stop playing with each other's emotions and feelings because that shit is what get people hurt. Let's be real.
Now, I also, when a person isn't ready and they say they're not ready and they begin to work on themselves and they begin to become the best person, we ain't even got to be together. You know what I'm saying? We got to be together after. But if you're working on yourself, I salute that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not doing shit except playing games, going through midlife crisis and shit, bitch, we fucking 39 and 40 years old. We want some shit. We got kids. We got everything. Don't do that.
Don't, please don't. And so just back to my process. So it was finally realizing that all along I had been seeing all of these signs that this individual was definitely not ready and or not wanting me like that, right? So I had to say, D, it is time to start thinking of yourself more than this individual and start doing that inner work to tell myself that I am worthy. I am enough. See, I had to get a tap on me. Press the point. And the energy that I was receiving from this individual is not up to par. I don't deserve to be breadcrumbs. I don't deserve the lies, the inconsistencies, the letdowns. Because if a motherfucker is for you, guess what they gonna do? Put in that work to keep you.
But I'll tell you this also. A motherfucker might put in that work, but that work might have to be separate from you.
I mean, that's fine.
That work might have to be something that they have to do alone because sometimes a man has to feel like a man, a woman has to feel like a woman. And you cannot do that in the presence of someone else.
And at that point, you need to let them know, like, hey, I need some time. I need to work on myself at this moment. It has nothing to do with you, but don't keep leading me along thinking I'm gonna actually eventually get to be with you. I mean, I might still, but like in that present moment, like we about to be together or something when you really need the time apart to work on you. And that is fine. But like I said, it's really about the other person that you're dealing with leading you on. Like their intentions are not being spoken, they're untrue, all that. So
what is something else? Like, what is something else that you feel is needed in an actual relationship? Like something that's gonna go somewhere, something that's gonna flow. What do you need?
shit. Consistency. Consistency. And consistency like kind of like speaks it to different areas. Like if you're consistently communicating with me via text, via phone, I know I'm on your mind. I know you're thinking about me. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying, just letting each other know what's going on with our day. Nothing wrong with it. Now it's not checking in, but it's just kind of like, let another person know. Cause I mean, but no, I'm just saying that to say, cause in the previous relationship, like we did communicate, it was long distance. So we were communicating every day. But you know what I'm saying? If a certain time came around and I knew I wasn't hearing from that individual, I already knew, oh, such and such does this on this day. So it didn't leave me to thinking, oh, was that motherfucker out with somebody? No, because I already knew this pattern, like this on this day, this person has this. On this day, this person has this. Or their work schedule is this. It doesn't, it stops that left fieldness that kind of comes in for me. I started thinking like, oh shit, are they talking to somebody else? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? And that's just another part of the process for me. Like I had to stop constantly worrying about what this other person was doing and just focus on finding out what made me happy again. Because I feel like I lost myself somewhere along the line. Like do things that make me happy. Don't worry about what the next is doing. Do something that's going to make me, D, happy.
You're right.
Content. Feel whole. Feel worthy for myself because I really can't give nobody nothing if I'm feeling all these inconsistencies and that's the word I want to use. Oh well, but y'all know what I mean. Hopefully.
And sometimes it's like,
Oh, one point what you thinking that.
okay,
Don't keep reaching out to that motherfucker. That's the hard one, y'all. Don't keep reaching out expecting a different outcome because they've already shown you. You can't keep expecting something different if they've already shown you what they got.
sometimes a person is like, sometimes I can't even. Let me think on it a little bit.
And see, she's the cutoff point. She'll get somebody they fucking walking papers and a motherfucking heartbeat. I'll be like, damn. Meanwhile, me over here, I seem to be trying to hold on to the bare minimum, but not anymore. My bullshit meter has definitely changed in the last few months.
Hold on, let me make sure this
Go
can be
up. The
seen.
camera is there. There you go.
D. No, I don't think it can be seen. See, I want them to see all the deep purples and all.
You can see it.
You can see it right here. But if I turn it right here, they can't see the deepness of all the purples, the
I'm really not
amethyst,
going
the
to her
jasper,
bracelet
whatever else.
anymore, but it's
What I'm trying to say is this girl right here made this. Okay, but I'm not gonna say that everybody that you're letting go of needs to be. I'm not gonna say everybody you're letting go of needs to be let go of.
sure. Because you could be
Because
letting go of the wrong motherfucker.
right, because if you get with somebody else, like you go and you fucking and you sucking and you doing all this other different little shit, and you still cannot get past the fact that you love this motherfucker, you don't need to be fucking because you're not healed. And the only thing you can do for this person that you fucking and sucking and trying to make something with, all you can do is hurt them.
Yeah.
Hurt people, and that's how that works out.
It's not considered the rebound.
It can be considered a rebound, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you walk away from a motherfucker that is not worth a fuck and walk right into somebody who is worth a fuck. I tell you what, I did that. That's what I did.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard it, but my phone ding. So, message.
I'll walk straight. Look, So I walked away from a motherfucker who wasn't ready and walked into somebody who was ready and didn't know how to deal with the ready motherfucker. Y'all.
She didn't. But I don't blame her because
And
again,
still don't, because he's so goddamn sweet. But I just,
again, you got to be careful what you ask for because a lot of us will say, "Oh, I want this, I want that," and then when God, Allah, Buddha, whoever your higher being is to you, grants that to you, you treat it like shits.
I don't treat mine like shit now.
Yeah, but most people like
I'm just letting them know.
Oh, then like I'm saying, they will grant you your wish, and then you fumble over it. Like, why even ask for this? And I give it to you, and then you fumble it. Was you even you sure that's what you
Right.
wanted?
And to the point to where, like, I done met somebody sweet as hell, and I'm like, damn, I need a little bit of chaos. I need something.
But why do we do chaos? That's that shit.
That's that unhealed
That's
ass shit.
exactly. We don't
I'm
need no
like, why would I
chaos.
need some chaos?
Chaos. And
I'm like,
you know what? My therapist said that to me too. It was like I had to seriously work on that. It's like I'm telling people, oh, I'm drama free, da 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 da. But unconsciously putting myself continuously in drama filled situations. Like, no, dude, you gotta like, okay, it's been brought to light. Once you know better, you better start doing better. Because otherwise you're gonna keep having to learn that lesson. It's only gonna get worse.
right.
Let me tell you.
Right. And I'm sitting here dating this man, right? Dating, right? This man asked me a good bit ago to be his actual woman. And I'm sitting here still dating this man because I don't know what to expect. Like, and I'm also to the point to where I'm like, shit, I want to date everybody.
That's trying to get see what's good.
I want to date everybody. For real, for real. I want to explore.
She said dating, y'all.
Now,
Not fucking.
I will also say in my last relationship, that motherfucker made me come. 39 years old, and I never really came. Now, yeah. And so I'm having difficulties that I pray that he never watches this episode or anything at all. So I'm having difficulties, y'all. I'm having difficulties because what spots were being hit so well, I'm having difficulties with the spot being hit.
And now she's second guessing the whole situation because those spots that she previously was getting hit by the toxic motherfucker is not being hit by the sweet motherfucker. But again, I get it. But she wanted to do some soul searching on that one. And I told her,
I just need help.
again.
I need help.
And I think, but you know what? I really think that's the sex magic that people be putting out there because
Right, because
because when you really connected with somebody, trust and believe you are connected. They can probably feel when you're trying to move on and then can speak something into the universe. And if y'all didn't know, just know it is real. What you speak out can manifest into something truth.
But I'll say this as well. If it's real, they're gonna say, fuck the fact that I can't be. Oh my gosh, I've never been vulnerable. Oh my gosh, I've never done this. I've never said this. I've never said that. Well, if that person is for you, you're gonna be vulnerable. You're gonna say this. You're gonna say that. You're not gonna feel like it's a weak point in your life.
Because being vulnerable is not a weak thing.
It's actually the strongest.
It's the strongest to even be that vulnerable with somebody. Because let me tell you,
I'm starting to feel it, y'all. Feel with y'all.
But let me tell you, she is the person I could be the most vulnerable with, and still sometimes it's hard to do it with her.
Mhm.
But I want to find that the other counterpart that's aside from my best friend that I can be that vulnerable with.
Right.
It speaks like I want to have that close that just I know through no matter what, they got my back.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm feeling down, they can lift me back up. When I'm falling short, they got me, and vice versa.
Girl, why can't I see my dimples?
Because your ass is drunk now, but it's okay.
Could you see it before I was drunk?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's cool.
I'm sorry. So I know we like not really gave a process, but I guess this is just us talking about our process, not giving really hint tips on how to get through a process.
The truth is how you get through the process.
I'm at the point where I'm definitely dating and talking to other individuals, and just hoping for the best. But I hate to say it, in the back of my head, this motherfucker's still there.
Oh my God, I wish that would end.
You know why?
I wish it would end.
And I talked to my therapist about this just Friday, and she was like, "Well, what is love?" And I gave her my definition of or whatever I felt it was. Because for me, love is unconditional, right? Well, if it's true, it should be unconditional. So I'm always like my brain processes it as I'm always love this person. I may not always be in love with the person, but I'm always love the person. It just kind of moves down the spectrum of the love meter, right? And that's why I feel like, okay, so he went from me being in love, and now we're digressing to just having love for. But that digression part is just hard because a part of me, because I was so deeply into it, I'm wishing he would just get his shit together and kind of come back before I fully get to the I'm just loving you like I love you, but from a distant shit. Because once that happens, it's rap. It's real big rap.
Right, and that's kind of where I am too. Like, I mean, that is where I am. I'm like, I love this person. I gave him everything that I had to give, and it was not reciprocated. But then I'm like, damn, sometimes it's not reciprocated just because the motherfucker is not ready. Sometimes it's not reciprocated because a person needs to learn other lessons, needs to go through certain karma in order to understand what is actually going on in their lives, what is actually going on in their head. Sometimes a motherfucker will run from you because you are that love that they really need.
Well, they just wasn't ready for it. And then once they got it, they didn't know how to handle it.
Right. So they will run because of that.
But then run back to the situation that they left.
And sometimes
and now miserable.
And you'll tell yourself, you'll say, you know what, they did me like this, they did me like that, and whatever. And you won't think about the fact that everyone has shoes that they walk in, things that they need to go through, things that they experienced in life. You won't think about that because all you're thinking about is, damn, they did me like this. But sometimes you have to say, fuck it. I forgive this person. I understand they're going through a lot of different things in life. And if you have that connection, you understand they were going through a lot of things in life. Maybe still going through a lot of things in life.
I mean, I get that you can give the
and
grace.
Going through changes. And that's another thing we do. Change ain't easy. Sometimes change is not quick. Sometimes change takes so much time. But that's not to say you should wait on it.
Oh, no.
Because there are things that, before you get into relationships, you tell yourself, I want this, I want that, and whatever else. I want consistency and respect and joy and all this different shit like that, peace. And if this person comes in and they're not bringing you that shit, you have to be okay with saying, I understand that you can't give me this, but I need you to understand that I'm not going to wait for you to give it to me.
That part.
I'm going to move on to the next.
That part.
I'm going to find out what's for me. Yes. And even if you come back 2 years later, 1 year later, 5 years later, even if you come back after that, if you've changed, then you probably might be exactly what they're looking for. But I don't want to be at that point to where I've glowed up and I've done exactly what I need to do. And now the person that I have become is the person that you want. And I'm sorry. But the person I've become has moved past the person that you are. If you sit there in a relationship and you allow yourself to level up and level up and level up, and that person that you were with never did it, the person you were up never wanted to experience change, they never wanted to love themselves in a particular way, you don't have to wait on that shit. You shouldn't wait on that shit. You should move on to what aligns with you because that person is no longer in alignment with you. And if that person feels like they love you just so much and they just want to be with you and they can't see their lives without you, well, then that person needs to put in effort. That person needs to put in the effort that it takes to get you back, because as loudly as they let you go is as loudly as they need to come back. And if they can't do that shit loud, then motherfucker, get your ass on somewhere to a bitch that is less that's on a lower frequency than I am. Because I've already leveled up past you. And if you can't make it to my point, the fuck what I need with you? What I need with you? And what the fuck do you need with me other than to leech off my energy?
We don't know energy vampires. Fuck yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
Crazy as fuck, bitch. Are we really on this shit for 40 minutes and 22?
Yes, we are.
Girl,
Because we was talking. It was a real conversation. Like, the process of healing or letting go is real.
It is.
That shit is hard. It's deep. It's dramatic sometimes. It's hurtful. It's feeling helpless sometimes.
Right.
You got to embrace those lonely moments. And with my bestie, she gave me some very good advice. Because I would always, like, when I start thinking about something, I would try to hurry up and change the thought process. But then it kept coming back. She was like, just let the thought play out. So yeah, got to let the thought play out.
The longer you try to push it back, the longer it stays.
And then it makes it easier. So the next time it comes through, it's not as long. You know, it gets shorter and shorter. And eventually I'm to a point where it does not to me having this thought come past my mind.
Right.
And please don't believe when a motherfucker tell you there ain't nobody else gonna love you like they did.
Oh my gosh. Oh, nobody else is gonna love you like me. Nobody else is gonna put it down like me. Now I'm gonna be real and say that when he said nobody else is gonna put it down like him, I ain't experienced it yet, and I'm ready.
But that doesn't mean like there is going to be a difference, but does not mean that difference is going to be less than what you were. It can be equal to or better than, or even less than. It can't go. It's a variable on where it could be. Just don't be thinking that this because like you ain't gonna find nobody better than me. That means you're gonna instantly find somebody that's lower. No, you might not. You might find somebody that's better for you, that understands you, that can give you what you're needing effortlessly. And that's what I am in search of. I need somebody that can give me the things that I am needing and wanting effortlessly without it feeling like a hard ass task to be done. If I ask you a question, I should not feel like I'm pulling toenails out with a motherfucking plier to get a motherfucking answer. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know I just use motherfucking a lot. But
we have been using motherfucker a lot in this conversation.
But hey, but it irks me. I'm sorry because I just be wanting to just have a conversation, question, answer, no. Don't give me no vague ass answer. And what I mean by vague, in case y'all don't know, is I gotta fix this issue. Well, how'd you fix it? Just know I fixed it.
Okay, but how the fuck did you fix it? You didn't even answer my question.
Because I could just want to say, how did you? And you're just saying, no, like you're basically saying, but I answered you. You did, but you didn't. I don't want that. I don't want that type of energy.
Right.
I want transparency. I need transparency.
Vulnerability. And stop making it seem like vulnerability is the weakest thing that you can be, bitch. If you feel some kind of way, say you feel that way. If you feel like, oh my God, I'm just so in love with you and this is what I want from you, this is what I want with you, say that shit.
That's right.
And what happens after that gives you your answer. Stop being scared about every damn thing. Not everybody is meant for you. And if you scared to find out a motherfucker ain't meant for you, then you not ready to find out who is meant for you. You're not ready for that motherfucker to come in and do you right. You're not ready to have sex and it be good as hell and a motherfucker go to the bathroom and wet that hot ass towel and come wipe your pussy for you. Or your dick. You're not ready.
Well, I'm on the journey.
Bitch had a hysterectomy. I'm ready.
I had a hysterectomy 3 weeks ago. I got sick 3 more weeks ago before 3 to 5 more weeks before I can even get active again.
Oh my God, I'm so ready for her to have sex, y'all. I'm so ready for it. I'm so
And
ready.
I'm not, because I need somebody, the next one, to be actually something special. Like, I need that, because yeah. But I think we have made this episode long enough. I hope that y'all stuck through the full episode.
And let's recap.
The process of healing.
It's hard. It's not easy, and stop trying to make it easy. It's not. What, bitch? Is that why? Go and plug that in. Before that shit go out, we be sitting here wondering where the video went.
No, this is not the power cord. This is the mic. So I'm not sure if this 45-minute worth of conversation was even called.
It was called. We gonna believe it was called. So, recap. It's hard. Getting over a person, it's hard. Letting go of a person is hard, especially when you realize that it's not meant for you. This shit is hard.
And it's okay if it's not meant for you. Own that. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. Stop. Don't force it.
And it's okay to see those red flags at the beginning and say something about it at the beginning, because it's in the beginning where motherfucker learns how to love you properly. Yes, you go through different things, but in the beginning,
yes,
if you start saying, somebody doing this and that you don't like, if you say it right then, they're gonna fix it, and they're gonna think about that shit throughout the rest of your relationship. If you are always worried that a person is going to leave you because you say what you need to say, that person's not for you. Because if you say it and they act a fool and it ain't right and whatever else, but that person ain't for you.
And just remember, do keep in mind that a person will only do what you allow them to do. So if you never speak up, guess what? You're giving them unverbal permission to keep treating you the way that you feel like to be treated.
Exactly. Being vulnerable is not weak. Being vulnerable is strong as fuck. It's probably one of the strongest things that you could ever do. Is to be vulnerable, is to say, hey, you're hurting me. Or to say, hey, I'm sorry that I hurt you.
Yes.
Accountability, that shit is hard. But you have to say, hey, I want to be accountable for the things that I've done good, and I want to be accountable for the things that I've done bad.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Accountability, vulnerability, those things are needed to be with another person. If you have expectations for yourself, you say, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I want, and I cannot go without it. If a motherfucker can't give it to you, it's not meant. If a motherfucker can't give it to you and can't work on giving that to you, that's not for you. Let that shit go.
I put the wait, what do you say? I put the middle finger up and the index finger follow. Yeah, you gotta go.
Exactly. And be all right with that, because once you close that door, the universe will replace that.
Yes. A closed door means you are about to get another door open that is better for you.
Exactly.
So don't be afraid to close that door, as I am. I have been very afraid to close that door. But guess what?
But as soon as you close that door, the universe says, I'm ready for something else.
I'm ready for something better. I'm ready
for something better.
I'm ready for what's meant for me.
And it's going to replace what was not for you with something that is for you. It's going to replace that person that wasn't for you with someone who's actually aligned with you. And that's where I'm at right now. Trusting the universe. Trusting, whatever you want to call it. Trusting God, trusting the source, trusting Allah, trusting
whatever you believe in. Whatever your higher being or
whatever
whatever your belief system is.
I trust it. Because if a person cannot fight for you, if a person cannot love you in the way that you deserve to be loved, that person is not meant for you. If you are fighting for someone to show you love, if you are fighting for someone to show you that you're worthy, if you are fighting for someone to give you reciprocation, that person is not for you. You need to bless them with your absence. And maybe blessing them with your absence will show them exactly what they need to do, because maybe that person is for you and needs to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to say, oh, well, he ain't do right by me, so I'm going to just run off and do this, that, and the third. He ain't do right by me, so I'm just going to let him go. Sometimes they don't do right by you because they don't know how to do right by you. And sometimes you got to teach them how to do right by you.
You know
Sometimes
what? Whatever's meant to be will be. But you got to do it in all of it. You still got to do the work though, regardless of the situation. You have to put in the work. It is not something that's just gonna go by quickly or easily. When you truly are putting in the work that you need for yourself and for you to be a better partner, it's gonna take some time.
You have to put in the work, not they have to put in the work. You have to put in that work.
Each party needs to put in the work.
Girl, that other person might not want to put in no work.
And if they don't,
want to stay they might want to stay the same. They might want to stay.
And that's when you know that they ain't for you.
So you put in that work, and if that person is meant for you, they gonna put in that work.
Hopefully y'all like this episode resonated with y'all. You know, follow us, subscribe. Until next time, I am D.
And I'm Key.
And this is Candida AF. Love y'all. Bye.